In this video, I will teach you how to pronounce every single letter of the vocals composition. We'll start with the first family stem and then the following ones. It is actually necessary to watch at first the video for the creation of the alphabet before watching this video to understand the mentioned description better. In the first family stem, the main letter has the pronunciation A, a normal A. Ah, ah. And the nasal sound in this stem has the pronunciation ow, ow. You go from ah to a nasal sound. Ow, ow. So both again, ah and ow. The main letter in the next family stem has the pronunciation e, e. And the nasal sound in this stem is ew, ew. You go from e to the nasal sound. Ew, ew. So both again. E and ew, ew. In the third family stem, there's the letter sound y, y, as for the deeper vocal. This pronunciation counts to the vocals and not as a consonant, by the way. And again, y, y. The main letter has the pronunciation e, e, e. But this letter can also be pronounced in some cases as the deeper vocal y. So this letter has actually two pronunciations, e and sometimes y. And for an example, this word here means yes. It is written with the letters a and e, but it will be pronounced as a and y. I. Which cases those are where you have to pronounce y instead of e, you have to learn while hearing the language. And the nasal sound in this stem has the pronunciation ew, ew. You go from e to its nasal sound. Ew, ew. And all again. Y, e, ew. In the fourth family stem, the main letter is o, o, o. And in the row of the higher vocals, this letter has the pronunciation a, a, a. But also, as in third stem, here the pronunciation of the letter o can also be pronounced in some cases as the pronunciation of the letter a. So this letter has two pronunciations as well, o and sometimes a. And for an example, this word here means in or into. It is written with the letters O and M, but it will be pronounced as A and M, um. And the nasal sound in this stem is on. So all again, O, A, on. The main letter in the fifth stem is oo, oo, oo. And as the nasal sound, this letter becomes um. You go from oo to its nasal sound, and both again, oo, And in the last stem, the deepest vocal has the pronunciation. This is a very, very silent vocal. You do this sound by breathing in the air and then push it out of your mouth and throat like this. Then, as the main vocal, comes the pronunciation uh, uh, uh. This is also a very silent letter. You don't even have to open your mouth at all. This sound is produced more in the back of your mouth where the throat begins. And again, uh, uh, uh. In the row of the higher alphabet, this vocal has the pronunciation ah, ah, ah. This sound is similar to the letter U, but you open your mouth while saying the letter ah, ah. So you go from U to ah. And the nasal sound in this stem is um, um, um. You go from to its nasal sound. Um, um. And all again.